All right. Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Friday. So, with the stunning conclusion of Chrono Trigger, I've been typing it all week. I don't know why I forgot. With the stunning conclusion of Chrono Trigger last week, we now get to play a new game. And today, at least for the next little bit, hopefully, I think it should last the rest of the month at least. We're gonna play Pacific Drive. This game is so fun. It came out last year. It was like my favorite indie game of last year. Really, really great. And hopefully I can show you all why. Let's do it. That's my save file. I put 36 hours into it. It was very good. We're gonna go for this one. In Pacific Drive, the game saves when you load into a new level. You could save during a trip by leaving the current level, triggering a save. Manual save is available in the pause menu from the garage. You can also abandon your trip from the pause menu to return to the garage, triggering penalties and a save. There are options in the settings to modify these penalties. So everything should be on default. I'm pretty sure. I left everything pretty default when I went through the settings. They have added more since I stopped playing. More settings and more things to the game in general. So, if I see anything that's new, I will shout it out, but I'm gonna, not give too much away, I think. Okay. Yeah, so we have so many gameplay presets here. I'm gonna probably just do Pacific Drive, but I will read them all. So Pacific Drive, a Pacific Drive through the Olympic Peninsula, the standard Pacific Drive experience. Scenic Tour, a scenic route through the story of Pacific Drive. Crafting requirements, resource consumption, driving difficulty, hazards, dangers, storms, and damage are all lowered or disabled. The player cannot die. I feel like so much of the tension of this game is just like all of those things that are lowered or disabled. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play it this way, and I'm not like a difficulty junkie, but I wouldn't want to play it that way. A Sunday drive to focus on the Olympic Peninsula. The same gameplay and tension as Pacific Drive, but gathering, crafting, and research requirements are all lowered. Damage and failure penalties are minimal. So that's like, if you don't necessarily want to do a lot of crafting and stuff, I can see that being useful if people really don't like survival games. Nuclear Journey. An unpredictable, irradiated journey that only the car can protect you from. Every map will be filled with low-dose radiation that is harmful to the player. Storms are faster and stronger. Hazards and damage are more plentiful. It's like super scary survival mode. Mechanics Road Trip. A challenging drive and susceptible car will provide a test to your foresight, problem solving, an automobile experience. Terrain and the status of the car impact driving more. Items to repair the car are more costly to craft and can't be crafted on a run. That sounds deadly to me because I'm not good at driving, and also I need so much repair stuff. It's crazy. Olympic Gauntlet, an extreme gauntlet to challenge the most dedicated breachers. All aspects of the game are much harder. That's like super hard mode. And then Iron Wagon, an extreme gauntlet to challenge the most dedicated breachers with no room for failure. All aspects of the game are much harder, and failing a run will delete your save file. Damn. Anyway, like I said, we're going Pacific Drive. It's just a normal experience. Everything is as it should be. No customizations. We're just gonna get right into it. In 1947, the Olympic Peninsula became the staging ground for a promising new technology. As rumors of its utopian creation spread, so did stories about overnight evacuations, unsolved disappearances, and unnatural encounters. In 1955, the government walled off a section of the peninsula to establish the Olympic Exclusion Zone. For 30 years, the zone's borders grew until the government withdrew and sealed every access point. So they sealed this thing in 1985. What happened inside was never disclosed. I have a feeling we're gonna find out. Just a hunch. So we're delivering something. Stay on the roads, it said, that note. Okay. So what I can tell you is that I have streamer safe mode on. So not all the music will be as good as this one is. But the music in this game is so good. I don't remember all my buttons. It's gonna tell me, but I want my headlights. Hopefully it doesn't look incredibly dark. I mean, it's not dark here, but this game does get dark. Lights are important. Can't see shit inside the zone. But yeah, this game has immaculate vibes. It's so good. And the haptic feedback, if you play this on PS5, the haptic feedback is crazy. This is one of the best uses of haptic feedback ever, not out of a first party game. Like outside of Returnal and Astrobot, this is like the best use of the PS5 controller that I've seen. It's really good. You had to slow down a little bit there. I was going way too fast. The good thing about this game is there's no traffic laws in the zone. So, yeah. I'm gonna speed way too much, for sure. It will get me into trouble, just not with the police. Luckily, this car handles pretty well. That will not be the case for the majority of the game. We can blame it on my bad driving if you want. But it's definitely it's gonna be harder to drive sometimes. I do have a terrible habit of pulling the trigger all the way down all the time. Headlights are already on. I'm an unintentional speed demon. I do just hold down the gas, literally pedal to the metal all the time. That doesn't sound very good. We lost our music, which is so sad. I like that song. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I saw the wall, but I didn't see it. Hold 1 second. We're turning. I didn't see the sign that was like warning, and that I definitely didn't see the path. That's for sure. So the note said stay on the roads, and I can't help but notice we have exited the roads. We're no longer on the roads. So I feel like this isn't gonna go well. Also, there are things happening behind me. I'm super trying not to pay attention to them because that's too scary. Oh god. Okay, reality is warping like a little bit. It's just a little bit of reality breaking in front of my eyes. I'm sure it's fine. It's not gonna be a problem. Definitely not gonna be a problem. All right, my car has stopped responding, so Ah, yes. The interdimensional vortex. Classic. Yeah, so we got absorbed. We got slurped. That's not the right word. That's the word I'm going with, but it's not the right one. Well, some things are floating that should not be floating, for sure. The Olympic exclusion zone. I can't help but notice this tire. It does have good physics on it. Look at it go. It's definitely not supposed to be floating in the air. We got a sprint button. Okay, so this is clearly just what's left of my car. Oh, I can zoom. Good. Crouch. There we go. There's my kick button. Goodbye, engine. I'm gonna be kicking everything, just so you know, just so you're aware. I'm gonna kick the shit out of everything. Okay, so we've got some totally fine stuff happening. Clearly totally fine. I'm sure it's not a problem that the ground is glowing. It's definitely not really bad. We're crouching. I always wonder in scenarios like this, what possesses the main character to go this specific direction? Like, if I have to crouch to get somewhere, that's not going to be my first choice. I can tell you that much for free.
Hello? Someone out there?
Nope.
Hello? What a swan. Never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago.
So put the wheel back on. Okay. It's R1 to pick up the wheel. Which wheel is it? Is it this wheel? It sure is. There you go. All right, get me in there. Oh, do I have to? Yeah, I have to put it in drive. I'm gonna forget to put it in drive/park a lot.
This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around sector E. Hey, Francis, come in.
God.
Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
If you guys can't hear it, it's probably because you don't have headphones on and they keep talking. Hold on.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing back.
Huh. But if they're stranded, could they, I mean, they're from outside? They're a preacher? Hey, how did you get through the barrier wall? No one's gotten into the zone in ages and lived to tell about it.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
That's a good point. Hey,
I mean, it wasn't my choice.
The instability's closing in, and it's gonna scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. You close the shelters a few miles east. Get there however you can, and be quick about it.
Siphon fuel. Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here. Bad shit's happening. Oh, we gotta schmoove it. So we do need to get gas. Luckily, there is a broken down car here that we can siphon some gas off. We have this handy dandy tiny gas can with a little pump. Seems like a very useful tool in our situation. Glad we have one. Put it in there. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you couldn't hear it while we were driving, I forgot to put the car in park. It is slowly moving backwards. This tire is fucked up. We gotta go. We gotta go. Sorry. Sorry. The zone. My bad. My bad. I should have left it on and put it in park. Instead, I turned it off and left it in drive. Oops.
There it is again, that blip on the spectrometer. I've seen that wave before, but where?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Could it be? A remnant?
That can't be. There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint and tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
No. What we should be looking at is how fast this breacher seems to be moving.
Not that
If
fast.
I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of a... No way. No way. Do not tell me. They found a remnant and it's a car this time? Holy...
I mean, that we do have a car
Wheels in here for ages.
swerving a little bit.
To know how a combustion engine's still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I want to hit that.
First, the breacher needs to get to safety.
Okay, we're sliding.
Or not.
In my heart of hearts, I already know. They're back, baby.
We're good. Everything is fine.
Go on and let yourself in. Hoppy ain't gonna like you
Excuse me.
moving around in there, but better to face a bad side than let the zone eat you alive.
Okay, so we're off to find the garage. Drive east to find shelter. But it's definitely a garage. We definitely just lost a wheel, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it on the right. It's dragging. Our car is not doing so hot. We can make it into the garage. It's not opening. Okay. Yeah, so we lost the wheel that we replaced. That's gone. This wheel is fucked, by the way. And this one's also not doing so hot. I could tell all that from the haptic feedback. Where the hell did that wheel go? I don't know where we lost it exactly. I'm sure it'll be fine. We gotta get inside anyway. We're gonna fucking get scrambled like beef in a blender, I think he said, which is not what I want to do. That does not sound like a state that I want to be in, personally. Alright, let's... There we go. This is open. I never put this back in the car. Ah, it's too late now. That's locked. Flip the breaker switch. Wherefore art thou, breaker switch? It's dark as fuck in here. Oh, that looks like a breaker switch. Yay, power! Hell yeah.
Who's there? Shop. Been breached. You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow! My head.
She's not doing so hot.
Emergency broadcast.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. We sent a breacher to your garage on official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority that this person is in possession of a remnant, which has taken the form of a car.
There's the wheel.
And, well,
You're off the remnant thing. She's not gonna care.
right, like I said.
Can't pick it up.
Official zone business. Protocol demands that you keep them alive until we can get them to safety. Now, if you do not comply, I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written. That's 10 years and 17 volumes and...
Damn, that's so many. That's so many poems.
Skull. So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun?
I didn't do it on purpose.
The unfortunates who got zapped through. Wait, I just remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here. You're trespassing, and I'd kindly like you to get the hell out of my zone.
Rude.
Unfortunately, the barrier wall is as fortified against breaches trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
It is pretty busted. I'm not gonna lie to you, the car not doing so hot.
What? Oh, you need help? Well, there's a
Pick up the
headset somewhere in
backpack.
the garage. Put it on. The built-in diagnostic will tell you
Okay.
what needs fixing up.
Don't worry, I got this. We can find it. It's been a long time. The game will be a little bit easier once I have the headset. This is something I need, but it's not what I need right at this very minute. I need the headset. Hold on, we will find it. There it is. Give me this. Okay, we got the backpack. Now we need the mechanic's eye, which is actually the headset she was talking about. Hanging by the map. Okay, I know where the map is. There it is. Okay, we've got UI now. Hell yeah. Okay. Tend to your wounds at the first aid station. That's here. That'll heal me. Fix the car, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's not gonna let me pump gas. What do we need? Put the wheel back on. Okay. I do know where the wheel is because I found it while they were talking and they wouldn't let me pick it up. So we can go get that. It's so funny. The game does this to you twice in the opening. It doesn't really happen very often, like if ever, after this. My wheels didn't just randomly pop off. Like your tires will blow out, but your wheels don't just fly off randomly. It just really wants you to know how to put your tire back on, I guess, which is fair. She's leaning quite heavily. It's not great. So this is our OS. This is our backpack. We've got blueprints, missions, the route map, all that good stuff. We do need the blueprints. Okay, so it wants us to look at this the crude door blueprint, and then pin it. So we can pin it. It should show up, yep, on the left there. So those are the components we need to make a crude door. On the left, and they're obviously just symbols there, but all those symbols correspond to a specific type of like material that you can salvage out in the world, and we're gonna go do some of that right now. I'm used to those entrances being open. I guess I could just open the garage door instead of being an idiot and running all around. I closed it because it was raining and it was hard to hear them talking over the delightful sound of Pacific Northwest rain, but we will. Okay, so we need a pry bar. And in this toolbox, we have a first aid kit, a pry bar, and 2, what is that? Duct tape. So we're taking all of that. How do I do this? Assign quick slot. Right there. Okay. So now we can pry this open, and this has all sorts of stuff. It's got a bunch of road flares and some glass. So we've got the glass that we need, which is very good. And yes, so this is our friendly dumpster. It definitely is less insidious than it sounds, I think. It certainly sounds like it's actually not friendly. It's pretty chill. It gave us a lit flare, a non-lit flare, and a scrapper. The scrapper, very helpful. You can rip stuff apart. So we're gonna scrap all this bullshit. And grab all the pieces. We'll be doing this quite often to both gain materials for the car and also to repair it when we're out on the road. And you may be thinking, KBG, why are you scrapping the tires instead of taking them? Well, because we can't just take tires off all willy-nilly. There's actually a tool for that later. And it does involve shaped charges. So look forward to that. It's unnecessarily awesome. Okay, so let's grab this. I am definitely one of those players that hoards materials, so I'm gonna have a lot of stuff. Also, I am it's not gonna let me store stuff in the locker yet. Okay, we have to make a crew door, everybody. Let's do it. Okay, crew door. All right, now we're just casually handling the store. Slap it on there. Bam, door. And that's how you make parts for your car. You duct tape a bunch of scrap metal together and slap it onto your car. Just throw it right on there. No tools required. Get the repair putty from the locker. Now we get to use the locker. Let's fucking go. There's all sorts of good shit in here. Including some chemicals, which I didn't want to take. Because when you craft things, it pulls from your crafting menu. We don't need this gear either, do we? No. It doesn't pull from your crafting menu. It pulls from your storage, which is great. This is blown out. So let's throw that. Take this. Throw that. Pick this up. There. Equip the repair putty. Okay, 1 second. We have a couple of these. These are so expensive in the beginning, it's actually insane. Okay, what's actually broken on here? This steel door? Fucked up. So this is how you repair car parts. You slap some putty on it, it magically heals the metal and removes rust and damage. It's the best. This shit is magic. And I love it. Okay. How do I did not mean to throw that repair putty. Please believe me. I'm trying to scan this, but it's not giving me the thing. It doesn't matter. Okay, use the putty to repair. The problem is I don't want to repair the tires because they suck. Oh, the crude panel. It's this panel here that was broken. We're missing a lot of parts on our car still, so yeah. And this one. Slap that shit on there. Brilliant. Our car, it's looking a little scruffy right now, but it will get better with time. Okay, it still says we need more healing. Why is that? What am I missing? You know what, actually, we could just look on our handy dandy readout. It's the windshield, question mark? It certainly is not the windshield. Hold on, we'll figure it out together. Structural parts, 99%. Maybe it just wants me to like finish repairing this crude door. To me, that would be a waste. I would rather make a new crude door than repair that. But, you know. What does it want me to do? Scan the loose wheel, equip the mechanics kit. Okay, now we can scan things. So we can see that it's loose. There's a little icon there, loose, fix, mechanics kit. Okay, so this is the mechanics kit. We throw that in our hand and bonk. So you just tap it with a wrench, realign your tires, easy. Easy peasy. It's not even difficult. This is flat. I'm gonna take this and put it in the locker for now. We will be able to deal with this later. For now, I don't want to see it. Get it out of my sight. It's disgusting. Okay, we've got a cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes. So this is our storage for the minute. So we do have some storage in our car, which is nice because obviously we're going on runs to pick things up. And we get a crafting mat, so we can craft some basic things. We don't have a...
Oh, there's a little prototype of mine in the garage outfit.
We don't have our full repertoire. Also, jukebox. We don't have our full repertoire of crafting recipes yet. We will get more as we upgrade our crafting mat. I'm just gonna open up some of these doors. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't open that one. I can open this one though. So we'll get that one open as well. And then I have some road flares that I can light and throw if we need light. And we've got our scrapper and our repair putty. I'm actually gonna put the don't mind me throwing things. I'm gonna put the repair putty in our storage. I don't need it on us. I'd rather have the first aid kits on us. That has a special keybind. It's up on the D-pad, so we don't need to worry about putting it in a quick slot. I'm very aware that the music isn't different in streamer mode. I'm a little bit worried about it. I'll have to see if they slap my VOD with copyright or not. I might just have to not play music, which would be really sad. Also Arc device. I hope I don't get smited by the copyright gods. Okay.
This beauty won't just be your tour guide. It's your North Star and the only way back to safety. Heck, you should consider it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit if you plan on staying alive. That's how important this thing will be to you. Yes, that's my very own invention. I'll tell you more about it if you live long enough to use it.
It is very important. We super need that. I'm gonna see if I can craft anything else structurally, but I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't even craft panels or bumpers. We're kind of fucked up right now. I think we do have to do a run in this like banged up car with nothing. We're missing 2 panels, a door on the back, and a back bumper, and also a headlight. It's not looking too hot for us, I'm gonna be honest with you. We do have some blueprints that we can scan here. So we can make gears now, and we can make an impact hammer. Impact hammer is gonna be helpful. Oh, we finally get to use the gas can. So we just have infinite free gas at the garage. Any commuter's dream, honestly. Other places, obviously everything's free. I don't have to pay for gas, but like, other places will have a limited amount of gas that you can get, or will be siphoning stuff. And we also have to worry about our car's battery, so let's go ahead and charge that.
We're all set. Take a look at the projector against the wall.
Close the garage up. All right, so this is our route planner. This is a map of the zone. She'll probably explain it. I don't need to talk and then she talks the same shit.
This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now. And that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The Arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go.
There is no options. Okay, so she's basically just explaining that, like, the environment changes in here because of the instability. It routinely just destroys the environment and then rebuilds it. It's scary as fuck.
Off you go. Make a left out of the garage and follow the access road.
Okay, so there's a lot of things on the right here. we don't need to worry about a lot of them for now. The junction conditions are probably the most important thing. Perpetual stability is like something you're going to see a lot for story places. It just means we don't have to, like, there's no time pressure when we're there. Because instability is a timed thing that usually happens. It's either timed or a story thing. So with the perpetual stability, we don't have to worry about the time part. Also, radio. Radio? There we go. Okay. We'll see how the music goes. I want to enjoy it while I can because I have a feeling it's not going to go well with Twitch. So I'm enjoying it while I can. This is like Fallout for me in that the music is so incredibly essential to the vibe that I'm like, I'm gonna be real bummed out if I have a problem with it. I'll do it. I'll play ball, but I'm gonna be bummed for sure. So yeah, let's get schmovin'. I'm planning on doing like our first run. It's gonna take a while because we're learning and gathering, and there's gonna be a lot of talking. And then we'll save the meat of the exploration and like progression for tomorrow. But it's a nice day out.
Simple. Don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spark tower. That's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close.
Good.
They're always accompanied by plasma generators. The ARC device is picking up on some plasma generators nearby. Your headset has a built-in scanner. Use it on the plasma generator and
It'll figure out the tools you need.
Thank you, headset. Impact hammer.
Looks like it's ripe for the picking. Can't get at it with your hands, though. An impact hammer will do the trick.
Open headset OS, blueprints, go down to the impact hammer. We can pin this. So basically, we
Find
just...
those materials by any means necessary. No one's coming back ever again, so go on and take what you need. Transports, homes, outpost facilities, they've all been abandoned since the zone was decommissioned in 87. Most of those structures won't even be there the next time the instability scrambles the area. So loot to your heart's content. Just loot away.
We are just gonna like loot goblin up literally everything I could find. We do have a scrapper, so we can take stuff like this. I should scan it before I just absolutely destroy it. To get like plastics, wire, electronics.
Out in the zone all on your own. They grow so fast, don't they? And I'll be back at the helm. Been a long time, old gal. Didn't think we'd talk again after that whole
That's insane.
Squatch incident.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade without hearing your voice again. What, did you finally talk Francis to death?
Hello to you too, Oppie. And no, I'm still here.
Didn't want to get in actually. Something's wrong with the radio. Hold on. There we go. Okay. If you leave the door open, it's usually easier to hear where your car is at. Obviously, I don't need to worry about that too much because my trunk is open all the time. It cannot be shut. Finding a blowtorch this early is pretty insane. It is just RNG, obviously, what you find in these containers. Blowtorch is crazy to find. It's like repair putty, but better. It's just better repair putty. It's so good. Super happy to find that. We can rip all this stuff apart. Like all the cars and stuff. We're gonna be scrapping most of this. just so we have a good stockpile of materials to bring back with us. And obviously, like, we need stuff to craft the impact hammer anyway, so we would be doing this regardless, but this will be a continued activity, just absolutely destroying every car we come across. Not every car. There will be a point in time where destroying cars that are like have crude panels and stuff won't be worth it. We'll be on the lookout for stuff with steel panels or even armored panels later. But for now, literally anything, and we just need every material. So we're gonna be absolutely deconstructing every car we can find. The vandalism.
Driver, I bet you're dying to hear all about the remnants by now.
Can you not? I'm a little busy trying to keep them alive.
I'll keep to the basics, I promise. They deserve to know what they're getting into.
Hi, Jen. They're arguing.
I'm giving you 60 seconds.
Happy Friday.
Not nearly enough time to get...
55 seconds and counting.
Okay. The remnants, in short, they're old objects that do all sorts of weird things. They bind themselves to people, and you're the latest victim. You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted. Once the remnant is bound to someone, they become gradually more obsessed with it. It takes over the victim's mind until they go crazy and run off into the zone with it. No one has ever been able to resist its siren call. That fixation is probably worming its way into your brain as we speak. This is the first time we've ever got our hands on one. But we know all about the past remnants, and oh gosh, this one time it materialized as an old copper kettle, and the tea that came out of that thing, it was...
And now I'm splitting the transmissions going to your receiver.
Man,
To your immediate needs will broadcast directly and immediately to your radio and headset.
I wanted to hear about the kettle.
Not mission critical will be on a low priority frequency. Those transmissions will be recorded and indexed for you to listen to at your leisure. And by low priority, I mean just about everything that comes out of Tobias's mouth.
Damn, she said this guy not important. Hi, Jen. Sorry, they started arguing right when I saw your name pop up. I hope your Friday is going well. My day has been going not bad. I'm sorry to hear that your day is not going well, as I originally hoped. I hope your weekend goes better than your Friday. That's probably the best I can do for you. It sucks. It sucks when your Friday doesn't go well, because, like, that's not how you want to start your weekend. I am sad to hear it. Well, hopefully, you can chill out and watch me drive around in the spooky woods and loot literally everything. Mostly we're just looting. Okay, I cannot loot this. Okay, this is a transmuter. So what it wants is gears, and what it'll give me is duct tape, which is not a great trade at this moment in time, because making gears you just need scrap metal for, and duct tape is really good to have, obviously, but I don't have the scrap metal to spare just making duct tape, so I'm not going to use that transmuter currently. You're sick? That sucks. I thought you were feeling better. One of those colds that kind of goes away but then comes back. That is awful. I hope you feel better soon. My coworker, thankfully for me, got like a 24-hour bug, so he was fine today. Thank God, because if I had to do another night like last night, I probably would have, like, there would have been a murder. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that was awful. Okay, it looks like we have all the things we need for the impact hammer. So now, oh yeah, we have to craft the gears, but now, all right, we have an impact hammer. It's basically just a big iron punch machine? It does this. It punches things. Okay, so that's how we get plasma. We also can get wiring and broken glass, would you believe it, from those. But the plasma is the thing that we need right at this very moment for the antenna. So, those away. Our fuel can is all full. Our gas is also all full, so we're doing good on that front. I think we looted most of this stuff here. There's a house over here that we can go look at. Oh, and there's a shed over there, which I already see a box. I do have some like accessibility options to make things a little bit easier to see, because it's fucking dark out here, guys. So like some of the loot will be a little more shiny than maybe it would otherwise be. But I don't think it's too egregious. And even if it is, I don't care. Yeah, I am also glad to hear that he's back. He had a really rough day yesterday, and then today he was feeling much better. Not as rough of a day as I had, I think. I think I would have rather been homesick than dealing with that shit at work. Because that was egregious. I forgot that I can kick down the fence. I'm like trying to find a way in there. They gave me a kick button for a reason, let me tell you. And I did say I was going to use it liberally, and then I proceeded to forget about it immediately. Which does sound like me, for sure. I was wondering what was going to happen. I was going to murder somebody. If we're still talking about my job, yeah, if my coworker didn't show up, there would have been a murder, I think. The guy they sent to help me last night was like super slow. He also was very bad at his job and also just did not communicate with me at all. In terms of like the responsibilities that we were each tackling. Like I would make a plan, he would say, okay, that sounds good, and then he would proceed to immediately not do the things that we had planned to do. It was immensely frustrating, and it took 2.5 hours more than it should have. It was a rough time. We're gonna put the big food in there. I don't think we're gonna need too much healing. I'll keep the little food just because it's very space efficient. It's the story of the game so far. You have joined us very early, thankfully, so there's not much. Basically, we were driving a package. We were delivering a package to someone named Arda, A-R-D-A. It's an acronym. And we were driving past the exclusion zone, which the game did tell us what that is. So we're in the sometimes I forget to breathe. We're in the Olympic Peninsula, which is over in Washington. It's like Seattle-ish area. And basically there is a zone where a bunch of scientists did a bunch of experiments and shit got weird. And so the government was like, fuck it, put up a wall. Because stuff started getting really wacky. We don't really know any specifics. It's raining. We don't really know too many specifics about what specifically has happened, but it became unsafe. There were disappearances and stuff happening, so the government was like, okay, put up a wall, don't let anybody in there except for science people. And they did that for 30 years. They kept expanding the zone. The zone would expand they would put up another wall, and then that would happen again. So there are 3 walls. And then they finally said, okay, everybody out. They closed off the zone. They said, okay, this is done. It's too unsafe. Get everybody out of there. And then 10 years went by, and now we're here. But yeah, so we were driving alongside the wall, and we got like sucked through a wormhole, which like ripped our car apart. And like when we got in here, all the car parts were like floating in the air, like anti-gravity floating. We ended up finding this car. I'm so far away from it. This car in a garage. We had to do some maintenance, some light maintenance, replace a wheel. It's still not looking too hot. It's missing a headlight. It's missing a panel there. It's missing a back door. And it's missing a panel there. And obviously it's rusty and broken. But we found this car, and we got to a garage as the zone started like collapsing on us. There's something called the instability, which we'll find out more about later, but they said the instability was closing in on us. So we got to this garage, and there's 3 characters that we know of. There's Tobias and Oppie. Oppie is like the science lady. She's very cranky. She owns the garage. Tobias is, we don't really know too much about Tobias, but he's the other guy that's talking. And then Francis, who has talked like one time, we don't really know too much about him either, but they don't seem to like Oppie very much. And basically we're just trying to find a way out of the zone. Right now we're trying to scavenge parts for an antenna. We need more plasma, and also it's letting us know that we should probably put the rest of the parts on our car, which I don't think I could do right now. I can't make car parts here because we're not in the garage. Oh, I can make doors. Okay, we're gonna make a crude door so that I can put the door on the back of it. Also, fun fact, you can actually shut this on your head. If I try and close this, it bonks you on the head and takes some of your health. My health is at 96% now because I've bonked my head twice. But yeah, we're just trying to find parts to make an antenna for our car, or no, for the garage, sorry. So we can scan the area, because basically what's happening in this zone is the instability comes through and it destroys everything and it remakes it. So we need to scan for like pockets of instability, pockets of safety within the stability, so that we can traverse the zone. Okay, we need a scrapper so that I can rip more car parts off these things. But yeah, I think that's the broad strokes. We haven't really gotten too much actual story yet. It's mostly just the background of the zone, and then we've met all of the characters. I don't know if I'd say this is a story heavy game, but the story is definitely a bit of an emphasis. It's more about the characters and how they interact with you. We also know a little bit about the car. They've been referring to it as a remnant. And it is, apparently cars don't work in the zone. So it's an anomaly. And apparently it bonds with, remnants bond with people, and then the people go crazy, is what we know about it so far. So we have that to look forward to. Tobias said people go crazy and then go running off into the zone with their remnants. which is awesome. Love that for me. Yeah, so I'm just scrapping everything in sight so that I can have enough parts to craft all the things that I need to craft, mostly when we get back to the garage. You're welcome. I hope some of it made sense. Also, try and enjoy the music while you can. I'm not sure how long it's going to be able to stay here. I don't know if this VOD is going to get slapped by DMCA or not. I have it on streamer safe mode. It has not changed the music at all. This is the same music that is on the regular radio mode. So, that is a flying thing. Hold on a second. That's a flying thing. I don't know if you caught that. There's a flying orb over there. We don't want that. I'm gonna put this in park real quick and look at our map here. This is the ARC device. It is a oh, he's schmoving. I think we need to go backwards real quick. Hold on 1 second. I just don't want that guy to see me, because it's fucking War of the Worlds out here, and I don't. Also, I think I just took out a tree. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That mirror, not helpful. It doesn't work. Okay. Now we're safe, maybe, to look at the map. Obviously, the game doesn't pause when you're in your little map menu here. This is the ARC device. Literally, all we know about it is Oppie was like, it's important. I'll tell you how to use it later. That's it. That's all we got. But it is functionally our map, at least for now. So we can set waypoints and stuff. That's all we need to know for the minute. Okay. Eyes on the road, KBG. Eyes on the road. I'm gonna crash into so many things. Hold on a second. That's gonna kill me. Oppie was talking about these earlier. It's an arc pylon. They zap you when you get close. Would you believe it? Spark tower. That's what it's called. It shoots lightning at you. I gotta dodge the lightning. It's really slow. They're not super dangerous. But it's how you can A, get plasma, and B, you can make them completely harmless by just taking out the generator that's attached to them. So they're basically just free plasma, and if you're not paying attention, they'll zap you. But the cool thing about these guys is if you can take a little bit of damage, you can actually use them to charge your car's battery. It will damage your car parts, but if you're in dire need, these guys can give you a little bit of battery charge. I'm gonna get zapped. Yep, I'm getting zapped. Ah, it's fine. You just eat some spam. Okay, cars over here. We do have a handy dandy like radar under our health in radiation meters. We've got a little heading that shows us where our car is. It's incredibly helpful. Shit gets dark out here, and there are other conditions that will lower our visibility. So it's gonna know where your car is at all times. It's gonna be interesting to watch. I know nothing about this game other than there's the car and you like it. Oh, hey, John. 113? Damn. That is brutal. I'm sorry to hear that you think that makes sense. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, so the broad strokes about the game itself is that it's a little indie game that was made last year. And hold on.
My, where are our manners? Driver, we never introduced ourselves. Not really. Tobias Barlow, former Artem maintenance manager. Oh, and here with me is Dr. Francis Cook.
I was a R&D scientist researching limb technology right here in the zone.
We live right in the mid-zone. Just a hop, skip, and a jump over another big old wall from where you're at. Oh, and that old bat over there? That's Dr. Ophelia Turner, former director of research and development herself. The mother of limb technology, the maven of electromagnetism.
That's enough.
Shit.
Party pooper.
Oh, he's going the same way as me. That's fine. They're like almost kind of blind a little bit, so I'm sure it'll be fine. We just gotta schmoove. Oh god. Sorry, barrier. I would like to point out for the jury that this car handles like shit on purpose. So I want you all to know that. It's for gameplay, not because I suck at driving. But yeah, the game, it came out last year. It's like probably my favorite indie game that came out last year. It's like kind of roguelike, kind of survival crafting. Obviously a lot of driving involved. Sci-fi vibes. Limb is poison. We just heard that Oppie is the mother of limb technology, so that's pretty poignant. Apparently limb is poison. The PSN servers are down. That's true. You don't need the PSN servers to play a better game than Fortnite. Most of the games, I mean, it doesn't matter if they're from the PSN store. As long as you have them on your PlayStation, you can play anything you want. Case in point, this game. Okay. I can't fucking see. It's dark as fuck. Oh, I have flares. Hold on. There we go. I forgot about the flares, everybody. Eventually you could get like a flashlight and stuff, but and even that'll break eventually, so you know, that's one of those things. Survival crafting, isn't it? As long as the game is already on your PlayStation, it doesn't matter. Exactly. It does suck that the PSN is down in the middle of the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. That really royally sucks. But there is another beta period. I swear PSN went down last time the Monster Hunter Wild had a beta too. I swear I remember that being a thing, and I was pissed about it then as well. But there's another beta period, starting on the 12th, I think. So hopefully we'll have a clean run then, because I sure got fucked up. Monster Hunter is today. It started last night, technically. I didn't get to play it till this morning, because I was dead when I got home from work. Our flare is burning out. That is so sad. But yeah, it is on. How long is the beta supposed to be? The weekend? Yeah, it's until Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, obviously. And then it'll come back on the 13th and go till the 16th. As well. So we'll get another run at it. Played a little bit of it today. How'd you like it? I had a great time with it. I'm glad they added a couple more monsters to the beta, so it's not literally exactly the same thing. There are a couple more monsters to fight now, which is nice. No, thank you. Do not want lightning. Take the plasma, take the broken glass. More broken glass, I'll take that. With my bare hands. Still need to get the hang of it. I will say Monster Hunter is like pretty hard to get into at the beginning. It's not an easy game to like get started with. That's always been one of the biggest drawbacks of getting new people into Monster Hunter, it can be really tough to get into, for sure. But if you stick with it, it's super, super worth it. I left the fucking car on. Now I'm pissed off. Your gas and battery will absolutely tick down if you leave your car on. It's not great. I gotta remember to turn the damn car off. So we have a mannequin here. I just want everyone to know. So they're called tourists. And the thing about tourists is, they fucking explode. They're landmines, which is so rude. It's so rude. I cannot believe the first time, I swear to God, I've run over so many of them. It wrecks your car. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. Oh, hey, that guy was not there a second ago. They also do that, which is so concerning. So concerning. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that one. Most of the time, there's not really a good reason to blow them up. They can drop materials, but it's kind of like rare. So it's usually not worth your time. Unless there's like a bunch of them, because they'll chain react, which is really satisfying. But for the most part, it's fine. It's just the goddamn Earth coming up to block my path, rising up from the bowels of hell. That's fine. Gas station. We're just gonna turn that off. Hello, the Earth. Oh, they're all gone now. Great. I can't even scan them. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I gotta scan you. It's for science? Okay, he threw me. Rude. It's a bollard. That's what these are called. I will forget like half of these names, to be honest. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we can expect here. The Earth is just like, oh, there's a pillar here now. Think I'm gonna die? Please do not die. Absolutely do not die. Where are the monsters at? The monsters are everywhere. We've already seen 3 different anomalies. I don't know if you've missed them all or not. This isn't like a horror game in the traditional sense. Like, there are definitely things that want me dead. But like, I guess that's a lie. It's less that they want me dead and more that they just don't want me around. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really care about me or my car, but if I get too close to them, they'll fuck me up. Kind of deal. That's kind of what we're working with. I forgot that our gas tank is on the driver's side, so I have to turn my car around. Sad. It's probably because I was concerned about getting thrown into the air by those things. That's probably why I forgot where the gas tank is. Can I befriend them? They do not give a single shit about humans in general, so no, you cannot. Very unfortunately, your existence does not register as an important event. I need a pry bar. That's what I need. I'm like, I know that I have an empty slot. There we go.
That radio station's up on a hill somewhere. Eyes to the
Yeah, it's over there. That's where we're going. But I want to loot this gas station first because I need stuff. Also things. I do need things as well. Okay, what do we got? Canned food? Useless. Who the hell needs canned food? Telephone? Hell yeah, that's the wrong tool. Rip it apart for electronics and scrap plastic. Canned food? Nah, dog. You're 100 miles from the pump? Listen, all right, listen. If you want KBG's proper driving school, you're in the wrong goddamn place. Let me tell you, there is no traffic laws in the zone. We do what we gotta do. I'm gonna park like an asshole every time, I promise you. I swear on my life, there will never be proper parking here. I am fighting for my life here. If the gas hose reaches, that's all I care about. And it do reach. It doesn't look like it should, but it's surprisingly stretchy. You can actually hear it straining. Do they have any tacos in there? I'm hungry. I don't think you want tacos from this gas station, John. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm assuming that used to say Big Dan's. I don't think we want tacos from Big Dan's. Just like in consideration for your stomach. Also, the bollard is acting up again. Yeah, I don't think you want those. One of the monsters is gonna blow you up for shitty parking. That's the nice thing about having like monsters that are like scientific horrors beyond our comprehension, is they actually don't give a shit about how I'm parked. It's really nice. Did I pick up something useful in there? No. That noise doesn't sound good. I swear it's fine. That's okay. It's fine. That's a fine noise. We're not gonna worry about it. Excuse me. I hit myself with the trunk. At least I didn't hit myself on the way down. Excuse me, pardon me, bollard, don't throw me in the air. It would be incredibly disrespectful. Okay, we gotta go up there. Okay, so there's a turn off. Excuse me, road sign. And also tree. Hold on. Like I said earlier, we're not stopping for every car, but in this beginning phase of the game, we need these goddamn parts real bad. I'm like half tempted just to be good with that, to be honest. Most of the stuff is just crude panels. We should probably grab them. What's with the spooky sound? I'm curious what it is. Just hope and pray that you'll never find out what it is. And by that I mean it's totally fine. What spooky sound? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear anything. Not a single thing. Okay. Give me the duct tape. Thank you. Also, if you're expecting like horror jump scares, that's not really the kind of game this is. It is spooky, but it's not like, they're not trying to make you shit your pants, right? That's not the goal of the video game. There will be jump scares, but not like the purposeful kind. It's the KBG wasn't paying attention and ran into an eldritch horror kind. You know, for funny. There's so many goddamn cars that I just realized were here. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go open the trunks of these cars, but I'm not gonna, never mind. I was about to say, unless there's steel doors, or steel parts. Steel parts have better, stuff you can get out of them. But I'm not gonna take any more crude parts, because it's a waste of time. The good thing about this run is it's perpetual stability, so I don't have an actual time limit. Later runs, we will be time limited in what we can do, and I will need to schmoove quickly. Should probably scan that. If I play this, I'm gonna find out what that sound was. I think that's a great idea. The you playing it part. I think if you go walking into the woods, after spooky sounds, you're gonna probably get what you deserve. So, you know, go at your own risk. For legal purposes, I'm not recommending you run into the woods at night, but I can't stop you, so, you know. I wish you the best of luck. I think that's the best I can do for you. I hope your luck score on whatever day you decide to do that is higher than 160 or 116. I threw my goddamn crowbar. Get back here. It's bouncing. It ran away from me. No, open. I hate you so much. It says R2 to crowbar. Okay. We're not crowbarring this, apparently. If you do it that way, it does damage what's inside the chest, so it's not advisable to open panels, open trunks that way. That's not the way you want to do it if you have a pry bar. Okay. Now we can go schmoovin'. All right, we're not that far away from the radio tower. I'm not gonna stop for this house. We're gonna go straight up for the switchback up here. Hold on, actually. Car parts status manual. Yeah, I don't need the manual. We do have a flat tire, which is kind of fucked up. I should be able to make a sealing kit. Yeah. One of our tires is flat as fuck. That is sad. I can fix it. Yay! Okay. All the tools are so funny in this game. You just like bonk something with a wrench or like shoot foam on it and it fixes it. It's so good. I could definitely be a mechanic if fixing a car was like that. Just saying. Then you could call me kind of mechanic guy. Although KMG doesn't have as good of a ring to it as KBG, to be honest. Okay. As long as we follow this road up the mountain, we should be good. We don't necessarily have to stay on the road, but I don't have the tires for off-roading quite yet. We will take some very fun and definitely not stupid and risky shortcuts later in the game, but for now, I don't have the resources to fix up the inevitable damage that I will do from rolling my car into a ditch. And also, I will immediately spin out because my tires are the worst. Most of them are spares, to be honest. They're all shit. Or remember kind of mechanic guy for later? I hope so. I hope that I can live up to that lofty name. Okay.
Time to get moving. The instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came.
The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my arc device comes into play. It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. And to do that, you'll need anchors. Take a look at the arc device display. It maps all anchors in the nearby area. Find an anchor and feed it to the arc device to charge it. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. We'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about lift technology than you need to know.
Yeah, I don't need to know how it works. That's probably true. Don't worry about all the flashing on my indicator in the middle of the dash. It's definitely not taking catastrophic damage. Don't worry about it. It is a little dramatic. We didn't take a ton of damage. Okay, that wasn't great for my bumper, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did just take down a couple of trees, but it's fine. Sometimes you do just have to go off-road. This isn't one of those times, but sometimes you do. I hear it. Hold on. Oh god, we're sliding. 1 second. Like I said, we don't have the tires for this. Oh, there's a spark tower. I actually can't get up this hill. Hold on. Can one of you get out and push? I need help. Oh god. Oh, hold on.
Hey, I'll be like, look, I keep thinking, the way you're helping our friend here right now seems positively helpful. Besides, seems like me.
There we go.
Looking to turn a new leaf or something?
The only thing I want to look at is a 12-year-old whiskey. And the back of this preacher's head when I sent them packing.
But isn't it worth taking a detour to run just a tiny little test?
Can't think of a worse way to spend my time.
Please. I've seen you manipulate waveforms with your right hand and knock back a double with your left. Or am I to understand you've lost your touch?
What I'm understanding is that you won't shut the hell up until I test this remnant.
Yep, What's going on?
There's the monster.
Yes?
How have you not thrown him to the bunnies by now?
80 years old and only getting sharper by the day. You're a legend. You're a role model.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to get out of my...
Okay, we're signing off.
Hey, driver, good luck out there. And watch out for the bunnies. They are a doozy.
Haven't seen any bunnies yet, but we will. I promise we will. Yeah, there's...
Those anchors may look like glowing balls of magic, but it's Limtech through and through. Don't be scared. They haven't exploded in anyone's face. Recently.
All right, got a stable anchor here. That, I scanned it while they were talking. That is an abductor. I'm sure you can probably guess what he does. We don't want to be near him, like ever. It's not a good time. Now we gotta move. We gotta get out of here. I should have left the car on.
You'll use it to open a gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability.
No.
Activate when you're absolutely ready to leave. You do not want to get caught in the storm that follows.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna grab this real quick before we go. It is a little greedy. I'll explain why when we get back safely with our life. I guess I can explain on the way. So the things that we're collecting are anchors, and they have energy that we're gonna need for upgrades later. So the more you can grab per run, the easier it will be later to unlock blueprints and stuff. But we're basically done with the run now. We have one more step, which over on the right, we got to use the arc device to get the hell out of here, which we will do. And that's always like some of the most harrowing parts of the... Hold on. There it is. That's some of the most harrowing parts of the runs, like the escape. It's very tense. And you'll experience firsthand exactly why. Give me this, thank you. That's totally fine, don't worry about it. It's certainly not bad for us. Okay. We got thrown a little bit. It's okay. Okay, we're getting thrown again. The bollards don't like me, and they want all my stuff to be broken. So when you take an anchor, it absolutely causes anomalies to spawn every time. And depending on what the anomalies are, it can be not great. Okay. So how this works is we got to pick our extraction point. And I at least want to be facing there because we got to, once, like she said, once we open a gateway, we got to be ready to go. So, we're gonna go ahead and get going. So it's pretty easy to find it.
But it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
Luckily, we were pretty close to one, and there's not too much in our way, but you do have to kind of go quickly, which is so scary because you spin out, first of all, and second of all, it's like a mad dash. If you look at the map, well, you can't see it because it's zoomed in, but the map is rapidly shrinking. Think like Fortnite map. We will die if we stay here too long, so we gotta go. And we're spinning. It's fine. Just a little drifting. It's fine. We're gonna back right through this portal. Yep. Nailed it. And we did it. It wasn't too bad this time because it's our first run. That shit gets intense.
Oh, well. You're alive. We're certain if the zone didn't get you, that gateway would.
Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, they've been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But anyway,
Great.
it worked. So, you should have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact.
Well, that's pretty
Those
helpful.
parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie, but it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick you'll get whiplash.
Yes, Oppie.
We clear?
She's cranky. Okay. So, I've transferred all the materials that I grabbed from our boxes. We're gonna leave some of this stuff. I might use the blowtorch to fix stuff up, but honestly, I'm probably gonna craft new stuff anyway, so I might not do too much fixing. But I've transferred all our materials into our nice little storage locker here. And I've given us more gas. I've charged the battery. I'm gonna heal myself because I took a bunch of damage. Only a little bit of that was head trauma from smashing my head with the gas, not the gas, the trunk. That's what it is. It's called a trunk. Okay, impact hammer. I was like, why is it showing me this door like I can do something about it? I can. I just need to bust it open with the impact hammer. My bad. A very helpful tool to have, an impact hammer, would you believe? Comes in handy. Okay. Yeah, let's... Decals, interesting. I'm gonna store those for the minute and not worry about them. There's a lot of car customization in this game, but our car is it needs some work before we worry about making it pretty. Good lord, man. It's not looking too hot. But yeah, I want to get Oppie stuff done, and then we'll customize the car, or like make new parts for it and repair it, and then we'll end stream so that tomorrow we can just start off with a run with whatever the story wants us to do. So you can see there we have 2.4 stable energy. That would have been less if I hadn't grabbed that second anchor. So, and this is our like tech tree. There's a lot of things in here. There is a where is it? What's the button for it? I was pretty sure there's a button to show only stuff that you can actually make right at the moment, but maybe it's just because it wants me to make this. So this is the scanning antenna kit. It's to make sure that we can scan the zone for future runs to see where stuff is. Like what the conditions are that we'll be facing, and also it gives us better like route planning, and we can scan nearby pockets of stability. Yeah, that's a reasonable way to build something.
Signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.
That's a totally reasonable way to build something. It's so funny. Okay, now it's gonna teach us about car maintenance. Get the handbrake from the storage locker. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another there's another storage locker here. They do give you some free parts, which is nice. I do need them. There's a panel and a bumper here, which I will take. And obviously the handbrake. Looks fine to me. I'm sure it's great. I mean, it does look a little like not sturdy at all, like a stiff wind could blow it over. But you know, I'm sure that won't happen. Okay, does anyone know how to install a handbrake? Oh, hold R2. Nailed it.
Make sure to empty your trunk before heading back out.
Okay.
You'll need the space.
I guess maybe I am kind of mechanic guy, because that was way too easy. I don't know why I'm actually out here. I could have done this a little bit easier by just going in this store. Okay. So now, yeah, now we have the available menu. So we can see what the things that we can actually afford are. We're going straight to steel parts, because absolutely F the crude parts. They suck. So we're going to go for steel panel. Error. Additional requirements not met. Research steel sheet. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Refine. Okay, we need to research bulbs first and then steel. You didn't have to throw it all the goddamn way over there. Rude. We gotta research bulbs and then steel sheets. Which makes sense. I mean, being able to make your own steel sheets probably important for making steel, like, panels and stuff. Okay, we have 1 stable energy, which should be enough. So here's our steel panel blueprint. For nicer car parts. We can still make steel doors and bumpers, so I will do that. Or rather, we can still get the blueprint. We're just getting blueprints right now. Obviously, I have to make all this stuff for the car. Okay, we're out of energy. It is really important that we, like, prioritize that energy, because obviously getting new blueprints is important. I'm gonna shred this crude panel. Now that I have the ability to make steel panels, I really shouldn't be using crude stuff unless I absolutely have to. It does give you a nice little warning that you're scrapping something that you maybe shouldn't, but I know what I'm doing. Kinda expert guy. Okay. We're gonna stack this repair putty in there. I don't know that I need the hand vac right now, so I'll stick it in the storage. Put the materials, whoops. Put the materials in there. Let's go see what the friendly dumpster has for us. Every time we come back from a run, we can gather from the friendly dumpster. He's just a chill dumpster filled with goop and also car parts and such. So, you know, very nice. I don't know why sometimes he throws out already lit road flares. Kind of messed up. I need that.
And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
Listen, Oppie, I'm just trying to make the car not be messed up, all right? That's all I need. So we got this transfer trunk. It's really nice because what it does is replace your inventory for transferring stuff. So I can take stuff from here and put it in there. It's for the reverse generally. You grab the trunk, you transfer stuff from your car storage into the trunk, then you can run over and transfer the stuff from the trunk into the lockers. It's just nice to have a big inventory because my backpack right now is really small, can't fit a whole lot, so that's just a nice little thing to have. What am I missing in our second slot? That should be flares. There we go. Okay. I do want to craft some steel stuff. We're missing 2 panels, so we should start with that before we try replacing stuff. And the steel stuff just looks a lot nicer than the crude stuff. It looks like actual metal instead of like scrap taped together, which is arguably the point. But you know, it's nice to have matching parts. We're not gonna get there tonight because I don't have the materials to like make everything out of steel. But I grabbed all that stuff for a reason, and that's mostly just I don't have any steel bumpers. I didn't have enough energy. Okay, we'll make a crude bumper just so I have a bumper on here. I wonder if I can make a steel door. I can. Put that down. Take this. It's so shiny. I like how shiny it is. I'm easily impressed. I just need to see shiny. We'll get a better way to disassemble car parts. Definitely tomorrow. It's a very early unlock, but for now, we kind of just got to throw them on the ground. And, you know, use the scrapper. That's what I was trying to say. Where'd that headlight go? There it is. Okay. So this is a regular headlight, and unfortunately this one's a crude headlight. So we're looking a little janky in the front. I mean, most of the car is looking a little janky, to be honest, except for like 2 of our panels and 1 door. This door has cracked glass, which is really unfortunate. We can go ahead and craft a sealing kit. There is a lot of car maintenance, so like if this isn't your bag, it might not be the game for you, but there's a lot of this, like, you gotta fix your car up after a run. You really gotta take care of it. If you go out with a cracked windshield, for instance, you're gonna get like irradiated to hell, like so soon. So you're really gonna make sure all your car's in tip-top shape. It's easy to see, like here. You can check the health of your car. You can check like the shielding and stuff. And all that good junk. So it's not too difficult to keep up with it. This crude panel. Okay, we're gonna get some putty for the crude panel. Just this one crude panel. I think that's the only thing that really needs it. It's kind of important, especially in the beginning, not to waste repair putty, because it's very expensive to craft. Chemicals are going to be a big... Hold on, I know the word. Also, we need to repair that headlight too. They're going to be a big bottleneck for us. When it comes to like things that we need all the time, it's chemicals. It's chemicals all the time. Okay, so our car's doing all right, looking all right. She does just want us to look at the route planner now, so I think this is where we're going to end it for tonight. Well, most games have that one item that's a pain in the ass to get more of. That's true. That is true. For this game, it's definitely chemicals for most of the game, I would say. It's just, you need it for so much. Specifically, if you're bad at driving, it's always going to be repair putty. That's why, like, one of the things I said earlier was, generally, if something is like busted, I'll usually just replace it rather than use a repair putty on it. Because it's usually cheaper to do that, especially when you have shit like this that's just held together with goddamn bungee cables. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This car is not in good shape. Some of it is nice, but for the most part, it's a little rough. All the crude stuff is just held together with these bungee cords. Oh, God. We'll make a good working vehicle of her yet, but for now, for now, this is what we have. And so, yeah, they give you a little checklist, which is kind of nice, of like stuff you should probably pack. We're not always gonna be able to do that, and like some of the stuff I don't really feel like we need. Like a battery jumper, if you need a battery jumper on a run, you fucked up somewhere. Like something bad happened to you. During the later runs where it's longer, yeah, you probably need something. But there are other ways to recharge your battery at that point in the game. So I think I used a battery jumper like twice in my entire playthrough, which was like 36 hours. You usually don't need one, so I'm not gonna pack that. Everything else we have, we do have the fuel can. It's not like a big fuel can. I think it wants me to pack a big fuel can. You don't need a big fuel can. There are gas stations and you can siphon gas from cars. It's not a big deal. If you're on like ultra hardcore mode, maybe, but yeah, I don't think there's a big fuel can in here somewhere that we can make. Not 1,000% sure where it is, to be honest with you. It might be, I might not even have it unlocked, you know. That'd be kind of messed up if they were like, hey, you should definitely bring a fuel can with you, and I can't even make it. We can make more steel panels. I can replace more steel doors and steel panels. Let's see how many steel sheets we can make. Quite a few. I have 26 scrap metal. Let's make a few of these. There we go. Let's replace as much as we can with steel stuff before I go. Okay, we got one more panel and a door. I'm gonna do the driver's side. The driver's side already has one, so we'll go passenger side. We'll get the front squared away with steel stuff. To yeet that. It is fun just throwing like entire car doors around. I don't think I could do that. Like, I'm sure I could lift it, but I don't know if I could yeet a car door like 20 feet. I think they're pretty heavy, if I had to take a wild guess. Okay, we'll get the front driver's side panel up, and I've already done that. Okay, this one then. Okay, getting a couple more steel parts is kind of huge. They'll obviously have a much better time on the next run, and they won't break as easily, and they'll be able to take more damage, and most importantly, they look a lot nicer. We just need to unlock steel bumpers and we'll be good, and then obviously we need to get a bunch more scrap metal. This car does like respawn every time you come back from a run, so you can re-loot it. Obviously there will come a point in time when you don't really need to do that. I have seen in other people's gameplay, they'll like get other cars that spawn like over there, like out in this parking lot. I've never seen another car out there ever in my entire time playing this game. I don't know what the hell kind of luck they got, but I've seen like armored cars and stuff spawn over there, and I've never seen that in my own game. I don't know if my RNG is just really bad or they got some like special streamer mode, but like constant free loot is good. It's not much, and it does obviously take durability from my scrapper, so it kind of costs me a little bit. Are you telling me to go here again? Oh, because he has more stuff for me. Well, there is quite a few sources of free loot, I will admit, but you need every single scrap of it, because we're gonna be crafting so many things. So many things. Okay, there's one tire left on that. I do need to make another scrapper anyway, so Because you generally always want to have a scrapper on you. There we go. Might as well take this. It's an actual summer tire, unlike what we have, which is mostly spares. Obviously summer tires are not the greatest, but it's better than our spare tires, which like kind of insinuates that spare tires are inherently bad. They're not, but these spare tires are also just happen to be bald and rusted. So these ones are bad, but generally speaking, just because something's a spare tire doesn't mean that it's bad. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Obviously this is our Thursday, Friday, Saturday game, so we'll be back with more tomorrow. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a good time. Lots of like chill garage vibes and also spooky, scary driving in the forest. It's good. I really like it. I hope I can convey why that is through just having a good time. I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Jen, I hope you feel better. Being sick sucks, so I really hope you feel better. I hope you get some good sleep tonight. And you heal rapidly. Ready for all the driving. I'm gonna do so much driving. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna do a lot of it though. I can promise you that. There's gonna be so much driving. So many drives. And they're all gonna be in the Pacific. The Pacific Northwest specifically, not the ocean. Hopefully. I hope we don't end up in the ocean. That wouldn't be good, I don't think. This car, not aquatic. It can barely even, like, keep the air inside fresh and not radiation soaked. I definitely don't want to worry about water. Not a submarine. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I am going to sleep. It's been a long week for sure. I will kind of see you all next time. Later.